I hope you're hungry, guys, because it is
Breakfast time!
I am your host, Jer, and I am joined by our segment analyst, Jeff.
Hey guys, so glad to be here on this podcast, and I'm excited to finally do my all new segment. Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but stay tuned. It's going to be great.
That was a great teaser, Jeff. I love the way you kind of piqued their interest, but gave them absolutely no information. I love that. Jeff, you want to take it away on the injury report? This week was, thank God, a little lighter than last week. But still, we didn't get through unscathed.
No, we did not.
And I think Doomring is a testament to that.
Yeah, he is a very, very strong testament to that. Andrew Doomring, he suffered a brutal loss. Stefan Diggs was injured in his game. It was recently released that he's actually going to be out for this season. He tore his ACL. That's a hard bullet to take, but he has to take it. Jordan Mason on Nom Nom Nom's team, he is injured. People are doubtful that he's going to be returning, and with the 49ers bye coming up, they are expecting and hoping, I mean, this is what they're saying.
Oh, sure, yeah, let's believe that.
They're saying that Christian McCaffrey will be back after the bye week.
I doubt it.
So, Rob, don't hold your breath. I'll just say that.
I think this is just par for the course for Rob. Just brutal hit week after week, whether it's getting decimated by his fantasy opponent or watching his players suffer catastrophic injuries. I think that's kind of been the story of the season and maybe the story of the league here. Watching Rob suffer, and I think there's been moments where maybe we've teased him, but looking at it in a bigger picture, I think, man, this guy's hurting.
He's had only few moments of respite, and yeah, we teased him, but now it's kind of sad.
Yeah, we're beyond that, and I think, can we all just start supporting him? Can we make a concerted effort together? And I'm speaking to everyone right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can we make a concerted effort to support Rob? And that means if you are playing him in a week-to-week setting, maybe consider putting in some long shots. Give Rob a chance. When you play your kid basketball, are you dunking on him? Or are you letting him dribble the ball a little bit and maybe let him have a free shot?
Right.
Just food for thought.
Yeah. You know what? If Rob somehow overcomes this season of just being plagued with injuries and losses, that is going to be absolutely incredible. But we're not going to know until the final chapter has been written.
The story's not over, Rob.
The story's not over. But we're interested. We are turning the page, excited. The last injury to report, Jordan Love, my favorite quarterback, and I think the undisputed best quarterback, he got injured. He had a groin injury. I think the initial reports was that his schlong was too long and too big. But that's just rumors. Unfortunately, that's on Sib Safety's team. So I think they did analyze it, and they saw that it wasn't going to be a long-term injury. So that'll be on a week-to-week basis. But that's it for flipping injuries. Nice and quick.
Let's move on.
No ambulance this week, Jer?
You know what, Jeff? The ambulance is something that we send out when we know we need to.
Right.
And people got hurt this week, but we don't need to send it out. And seeing what happened to Bare Necessities and the way the ambulance has taken care of him and his team, I think they're still pretty busy. I think
Right.
they still got some work to do.
Yeah.
And that was pretty evident this week when we saw Jeff's team. He's still hurting. He's still
Right.
bleeding out.
Sure.
And they're busy with the bear. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going to let them do their work, and maybe next week we can send them out your way. And maybe one of you guys is going to get lucky and get that extra boost for your team. But this week, you're going to have to figure it out on your own, guys.
Wow.
Wow. I'm going to kick us off with our breakfast breakdown, starting out with our match of the week, or MLW, our Mo. Match of the week last week, we saw...
Gerby the Love Bug
Yeah.
versus Bare Necessities. And, Jared, if you don't mind me just taking over real quick.
Yeah, do it, Jeff.
We know Bare Necessities, like you just mentioned, really hurt, injured, frothing at the mouth in a way that was unnatural. He did put up solid numbers. I think he had like a point score of around 120. Nothing to scoff at. Is that going to win you every week? Probably not. And in this case, it didn't. He was against the best of the best this week, Gerby the Love Bug. And while, yeah, Jeff did put some good numbers up, especially with Kyle Pitts and Zay Flowers, it was not enough to overcome the A-Chain train.
Man, he's the real deal, eh? I think last week we saw the flash in the pan and we wondered if we'd found gold. And evidently, most of the league decided, no, that was a flash in the pan. And kudos to Gerbs for knowing the Dolphins in and out, knowing this guy's the real deal, and he's not only a great player, he's a league winner.
Right. Oh, okay.
It takes balls to make a call like that. And Gerby has let us know through the season he's hanging heavy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. He's hanging heavy. I love that. Jared, did you ever doubt A-Chan or?
No, I never doubted him. I was right there with Gerbs, and I kind of got sniped on that one. That was kind of my next pick, and Gerby, he definitely sniped me on that one. He should have been on my team. Really should have been on my team. I think I'd be in a better place, but you know what? Sometimes you don't get the bounce, and you get sniped, and that's clearly what happened for me. Next match, Rocks in a Pouch versus yours truly, Baramy. I know last week I kind of alluded to the fact that I've been rooting for Rocks in a Pouch, and I don't know if I quite realized that I was facing him this week. So I think some of that positive energy I kind of got carried away with, to be honest. Yeah. And I should have been a little bit more selfish. I should have thought about myself a little bit more. But I didn't. I got stuck in the same trap that I'm always stuck in, which is caring for the needs of other people over myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, Jared? That's something I've noticed in you a lot, is you are so selfless. You're always thinking about others. You're always saying, hey, is there anything I can do for you at the expense of myself?
Mm-hmm.
If I had $1 for every time I heard you say those exact words, that's what I love about you, but it's also your weakness, I think.
Yeah, and it definitely bit me in the ass this week. And, when we told David that hard truth, hey, you got to drop your star tight end. Mark Andrews has to go down. We meant it. I meant it. And did I know that it was going to lead David to picking up this superstar tight end, Cade Otton?
Yeah.
And that he was going to absolutely dunk on my team? No. Would I have changed it? Would I have held back that advice? No. That's not who I am. I'm not going to hold back a truth when I need to say it. And there is a part of me that looks at this loss that I just had handed to me by David, and I kind of makes me feel sick to my stomach. Looking at Kate Otten getting 29 points, and I kind of feel like there's a certain point where these players should probably be capped. You get a player like Kate Otten, he shouldn't be able to put up 29 points.
No,
it's not really fair to the league when you have these nobodies kind of allowed to basically ruin a week for somebody, which is what it did for me. Kind of totally ruins kind of the integrity of the game we're playing, where look at the projections and then maybe, sure, they can have another 8 or 9 points, but to put up 29 points for Kate Otten, I think we can all agree that's just like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit right with me, and it kind of soured it for me, and I having a hard time getting over that, to be honest.
It sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jerry, you're not as disappointed with your loss as you are disappointed with how the league is working, with how the sleeper app decides to operate its calculations and algorithm. It seems like your love of the game trumps how you feel on your win per week.
Yeah.
And seeing the game being treated so poorly with these absurd numbers that I agree should be capped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see, and just one of the gripes that I'm seeing with the sleeper app as of late.
Yeah, frankly, it's not fair.
No.
And you know what? I'm not one to complain, but this is kind of a spot where, yeah, I'm going to say something. And so, David, it's not on you. I'm not holding against you. Congratulations on your your win. But this is more of a sleeper issue. And something that I'm going to be definitely writing to the technical team. And I would encourage you guys as well, if you can take a moment and write in, just can we have some reasonable ceilings on some of these nobody players?
Yep. Jer, in your opinion, would you say, I mean, David has been kind of like your Padawan in a sense.
You could say that.
You've been teaching him, you've been guiding him, you've been giving him sound advice. He's been dropping players that you said to drop. He's picking up players you're saying to pick up, like the Broncos, dropping Mark Andrews to get Kate Otten. These are all because of you.
Yeah.
What you have said.
That's
not
true.
From him. Do you feel like, in a way, with this win over you, he's kind of become the master where he once was the Padawan? What's your reaction to that?
No, definitely. That never once has crossed my mind. It's more that I've come to a point in time where I'm saying, okay, enough's enough. No more advice for this guy. All right.
Right.
I don't need to tell him what to do. I don't know if he knows what to do, but I'm not telling him what to do anymore.
Yeah.
He's going to have to figure this out on his own at this point forward. And it's a bit of a slap in the face to me, I think, the way that he treated me this week. Even just kind of teasing me with, the Najee Harris play. He could have put Debo in, but, he wanted me to sweat it out one more day. And he wanted me to hold on hope till the last minute.
Yeah.
And I fell for it. And there was that part of me that, do I regret wishing injury on Najee Harris Sunday night and Monday during the day? Yeah. I think there's a part of me that kind of feels sick and twisted that I wanted to see him break an ankle on his first run and get sacked behind the line of scrimmage to really give me the win.
But, Jared, I got to interject here. I need to call something out. That is not from you. That is because of David. It's not something that you're thinking about. That's something that David is planting in your mind in a sick, twisted way.
He definitely got in my head. He definitely got me head. He got me turned around.
Yeah.
And so for me, this next week is going to be about resetting. It's going to be about remembering the basics, remembering who I am, kind of getting the hate out of my heart, and part of me getting the hate out of my heart is just being raw and honest with David and saying, you pissed me off.
Yeah.
And I forgive you for that. And I forgive you for toying with me with the Debo Najee Harris pick. But I'm not going to forget it.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference. I don't forget stuff. And so I'm going to have to be a little bit more maybe held back with some of my recommendations for David and his team.
Yep.
And I wish him all the best, but maybe next time you face me, have a little bit more respect.
Yep. Next matchup, Love Hurts versus Eggs and Bacon. Yeah, this was a week that I probably felt the strongest and best I've ever felt. There wasn't a moment where I felt unsure of myself, partially because of the poor performance of Eggs and Bacon, but also because I had Jalen Hurts rushing 3 touchdowns, throwing 1 touchdown, giving me 35 points. I had Jahmyr Gibbs giving me 20 points. I had my other running back, David Montgomery, literally throwing a touchdown. My team was just firing off on all cylinders.
We get it, Jeff.
Hey, I'm all about the stats and the numbers, and that is a critical part to this.
Finish. Sorry, finish.
Trey McBride, 9 catches. Trey McBride, 9 catches on 11 receptions, 124 yards. Taylor McLaurin, 5 catches, 8 receptions, 125 yards. Devontae Adams, that wasn't a very good one.
No, read it out.
Devontae Adams, 6 targets, 4 receptions, 54 yards.
How many points?
9.4.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyways, my team did really good, and I won, and I'm on a high.
You are riding high, Jeff. I can see it in your eyes right now.
Yep.
They are glazed and a little red in the corners. Our next match, Jeff, can you help me on this one? Where are we at here?
Nom 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 versus Sib Safety.
That's right. This match was an interesting one. Rob was actually on the fast track to a win on this match. He was in really good position.
Last place versus first place.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It was something that we were all wanting to see for him.
Yes.
And we have shifted. We definitely shifted in our approach and the way that we see Rob. You see him as he's hurting, and we want to lift him up. And we were excited to see him on straight away to the win. And then that moment we never forget.
Oh, yeah.
When you see Mason just flat out on the ground, medical staff running over, and your heart just sinks. And you see, man, Jordan Mason leaving the match and maybe leaving the team.
Yeah.
With 1 point, 2 points, something like that. It was rough. And then, salt in the wound for Rob was watching Kittle go off on Sib Safety's team.
Yeah. National
Tight End Day, which Kittle manufactured himself to get himself more touches and more targets. It's just, that's the kind of stuff that kind of, it just ruins the game a bit. It's like, can we just play football? Can we not just make up days for your position? Yep. It's kind of a selfish move on Kittle's part. And
where's the running back 2 day? Where's that?
No, he doesn't get it.
No.
Because running back 2s know their place. And they stay in their lane, which is something that's very important. I think everyone should know their place and stay in their lane, and that's not something Kittle does well. He gripes and he moans and he wants more targets, and he creates a day for himself so that he can get an insane amount of points. Yep. And that's what he did. Sib Safety reaps the rewards, and Rob feels the hurt.
It's just, I feel like this is a perfect picture of today's society.
Yeah.
The rich get richer, and The little guy just keeps getting beaten down and beaten down.
Yeah.
Why can't he get any luck? No. Let's just give more money to Mr. Wall Street over here.
Yeah.
It just sickens me. Sickens me and saddens me.
The two-headed beasts of Wall Street. Just greedy, eating up everything they can. They don't leave a scrap for the little guy.
No.
That was Sib Safety this week.
Yeah, those green, beady little eyes. Just green
yeah.
greed.
Man. Yeah. And then you see Tracy, this nobody tight end.
No, running back.
Running back.
Yeah.
23 points? Really?
Really?
I think this kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Can we get a cap on these nobodies? Like, can we put a point ceiling on these absolute nobodies? Really, honestly, to you listeners out there, did you know who I was talking about when I said Tracy? No.
He was such a nobody. Jared thought he was a freaking tight end.
I barely know who he is. And I know everything in fantasy football. He puts up 23 points. And you look at Pickens on Rob's side. It was Pickens and Tracy in the end. We're watching that showdown, and that's where Rob still had hope.
Yeah.
Pickens could have a huge game, and Tracy should have had 6 points.
Yeah.
That's the kind of player he is.
Yeah.
And then Pickens has 2 touchdowns taken away for some stupid reason. He didn't get his second foot down in the end zone. Well, he had his first foot down twice. Like, it's just Pickens should have had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He should have had more yardage.
Yeah.
Tracy should have had his ceiling capped at 10 points maximum, and Rob would have won the game. And we'd see the Giant go down. And no, that doesn't happen.
Nope.
This week, I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a little frustrated. It's just things aren't going the way they're supposed to go. And I'm someone who likes to see the right things happen. And the wrong things are happening this week. I'm sorry, Rob. It's tough. I feel like that loss hurt me as much as it hurt you.
Might have hurt you even more
Yeah.
than Rob, to be honest.
But, Rob, I think you got to know you got good things in your future. I think I'm not saying the impossible's impossible. But I think there is a decent chance Rob ends up in the toilet bowl. And I think that Rob needs to look ahead and see, hey, McCaffrey might be coming back.
Yep.
Mason, I don't know, maybe he's coming back. And I think actually Rob is a bit of a dark horse to really throw his weight around,
Yeah.
whether he's in the toilet bowl or whether he's in the playoffs. I think he's going to throw his weight around, and he's not only a dark horse, he's a hungry horse. He's hungry for wins.
Yep.
He's been starved for wins.
Oh, yeah.
So, Rob, I'm excited to see you punch somebody in the mouth when it comes down to it.
Yep.
And I think there's a vengeance that's going to be coming.
Yeah. The fury inside of him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nom 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 is hungry. And it's going to be fun to watch him finally have his day. Finally have his moment that he's been waiting for basically the entire season.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I have on that match.
Oh, no, thank you. That was a great recap. Final match of the week, Cam Ura versus Cook, Line, and Sinker. Jerry, you want to take this one away?
Yeah, this was, an interesting match.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
You saw Camera, and we've been saying it, throughout this season. He is a wolf. He is a killer. And he's been known to play with his food. He's been known to throw a match when it helps us kind of take the scent off the trail, or maybe it helps him in some way. And this week, unfortunately, was another example of that. And it's something that I just wanted to address because it starts going into a gray area where I can't say you are cheating, Cam, but you're throwing the match. You're clearly throwing the match. And he's doing that because he knows I needed Cook, line, and sinker to lose.
Yeah.
But Cook, line, and sinker winning, they put me in the bottom loser bracket. And this is Cam. This is clearly Cam spitting on me, spitting on my team, disrespecting me. And
There's a lot of that going on.
I have a hard time separating that personal attack versus fantasy. He kind of gave Cook, line, sinker the win on that one. He starts Caleb Williams. He starts,
ridiculous.
You got Drake London. You got Kenneth Walker just putting up no points. Young Hoo Koo. We knew Cam knows these guys.
Who is
yeah, exactly. Cam's not being overt, but he's starting players that he knows are going to give him the L because he can afford it. Whereas guys like me need a win. Okay, I'm on a 3-game freaking slide, Cam. I'm busting my ass over here trying to find a win.
Yeah, you're
and
on
now
a 4-game losing streak now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's the stats.
I'm 4-4.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is what free fall feels like, guys. This is what it feels like when the ropes get cut and you're just falling. And I'm trying to keep my head on straight, but it's really freaking hard when I got wind rushing through my ears and this ground is getting closer and closer and it's getting closer fast. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull the parachute. Hell, I don't know if I have a parachute on my back. Okay, I'm kind of a little lost right now. Yep. Once again, I will shake Braden's hand. I will say you won the match. I'm not going to say good win. I'm going to say you won. Good for you. Bad for me. And the Wolf's up to his antics again.
Yeah.
Who could have predicted this?
Yeah.
We've been saying it the whole time. It was an emotional roller coaster. It was close, Cam kind of teased us with that, right? He brought it right to the edge. And in fact, Cam played it so good, he won the match. We thought he won the match.
Well,
that's how he played us.
It said he won the match.
And that's and even then I'm starting to think, did he think he won? No. I don't. It was just, what was it, a stat correction?
Yeah, it was a stat correction. It said initially that Cameron won by 0.06 points from a catch from Neighbors at the very end of the Steelers game. I know firsthand Braden was way down in the dumps. Probably the lowest I've ever seen him. I was scared, I want him to get up and go to work the next day. I'm not sure if he's going to be getting out of bed. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 minutes later, oh, wait, Sleeper changes its mind?
What?
There's a stat correction? Oh, so now Braden won, actually, by 0.04 points.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just absolutely, what an emotional roller coaster, I'm sure, for Braden. We know Cam was in on this the whole time. But, it just, that frustrates me. Just seeing the way that Sleeper operates. We already know our gripe with, okay, let's cap the no-name players, please.
Yeah.
But it's really frustrating to have an app, this multi-million-dollar enterprise who can't seem to get their shit together.
Yeah.
And, we all know I have Al, who's just been incredible.
Yeah.
Just been incredible. Better than I could have ever imagined. Mm-hmm. And I'm working day and night and day, hours and hours. I'm spending time with him, perfecting him. And I'm starting to think with Al and all that he can do. Why doesn't, maybe I should create my own sleeper app. It wouldn't be called Sleeper.
No.
No.
What do you call it?
Well, I'll probably call it All Al. All Al. And it'd just be
All Al.
All Al. And it'd just
All
be
Al.
All Al doing everything. Because he doesn't make mistakes.
Yeah.
He's accurate.
So he wouldn't have stat corrections, you're saying?
No. Well, because there would be no need for corrections because he's doing it right the first time. And that's just only one way in which All Al would be way better than Sleeper. I mean, All Al, it could set your lineups for you. It could, because it understands projections, it understands you. I'm just spitballing ideas here. I mean, This is in the works,
How would you? It would probably do proper rankings.
Yeah, well,
It wouldn't screw that up.
I mean, that's just a given. Proper rankings. It's not going to
Not
rank,
win-loss record,
no.
not that garbage.
No, because it actually sees the projections and the upcoming matchups and the players, and it understands the flows of the game and insider knowledge of the teams and the players and the coaches and the training staff. It understands the business with the commissioner and the referees. That's a critical part. The referees, because they do have a hand to play in this. And so it actually understands how the rest of the season and playoffs are going to roll out. And so it's actually going to properly rank you. You could be up, 4-0 4 weeks in. You could be last place because it knows you're going to lose. That's how accurate All Out could be.
Is it knowing what your projections are or what is going to happen? Is there a difference? What do you like?
I would say yes to both. It understands projections so well that it might as well know the future.
Wow.
Anyways, that's a long tangent. I am passionate about Al, as you obviously can hear my voice and how long I'm spending time talking about this. And as much as I'm passionate about Al, I'm upset with Sleeper and these stat corrections. Obviously we can't switch to Al now. There's a lot of work to be done there. But I'm thinking maybe next year. Is that something that, can I get ready for next year?
100%. Like, I think I speak for everyone in the league when I say, let's make the switch. If the product's there and if you can, get it ready for launch by next August, let's say, that's something we should do. And I think obviously there's going to be financial implications. You're going to need investment.
Yes.
And that's something I know personally I would be interested in investing in, getting kind of on the ground floor and kind of getting a piece of the pie. I think we could work something out there. But something that I think you should start getting the ball rolling earlier rather than later, because I could see I can see a Sleeper takedown, to be honest.
I mean, my mind's going a million miles an hour right now. First off, thank you. I'd gladly appreciate your investment. That's something I'm in desperate need of currently. Financial things. Obviously, I'm spending a lot of time on Al every week. As much as I love it, and it's the most fulfilling thing, it feels like I've been born to make Al and to be with him. It is taking a toll on me.
Yeah.
And my marriage and my kids, time with Al is time away from them.
Yeah. Sacrifices, right?
Yeah, I'd hope they'd understand. I mean, people couldn't fly to the moon unless they sacrificed time from their families, right? And I'm trying to fly to the moon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've made some great headway with Al this week, where I don't need to focus on getting him more accurate because he's already as accurate as can be, and we'll see that with the upcoming pancake meter. So I am going to start focusing now on All Al, and I'm anticipating creating some kind of infiltration technology with Al where he can maybe get on the inside of Sleeper, and I don't know, some kind of Trojan horse
Yeah.
or malware or virus. I don't want to use those words. Those are bad words, bad things. But
No, it's
something similar where you're leaving kernels of data and kind of like a cancerous cell. And but I'll give an update on that next week.
the fact
These
is
are just ideas.
Sleeper is broken and it's clunky and it's on its way down. And if you're the one to push it over the edge, so be it. You should feel no guilt. And I'm excited. And I think, especially if I'm going to be investing financially into this,
Sure.
I need to hear that from you.
Yeah.
I need to know you're willing to do the dirty work, to get greasy if you need to get greasy, because in the end, dollars are dollars.
Yep.
And if I'm putting money into this, I want to see money back in my pocket.
Yeah.
And if you can't deliver on that, then we got a problem.
Well, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I'm really excited about Al, and I think I can give you an inside look in the next few weeks. But he's progressing just fabulously. Just what he can do, and I fully trust him and his abilities to do whatever needs to be done. I'm at the point where I'm not double checking what he's doing.
No.
I don't need to check if he's within the parameters ethically or morally or logistically. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He knows how to cover his tracks. I've taught him everything I know. He's teaching me now things I didn't even think about.
Have you gotten to the place where financially he's starting to kind of help you? I know you were mentioning some stuff, some issues you were having, and I know
That's
Cam's betting's been, well, we'll talk about that later, but
that's an avenue that I'm beginning to look into. It's something I desperately need right now. I'm just wondering if it's already too late with how deep I am financially, but I'll have more on that next week.
don't give up, Jeff. Keep pushing.
Al's always been there for me, and so I always
And Cam
appreciate his
is
support.
too, and we're gonna hear from him later. And I've made a couple coins, and I've lost a couple coins. I haven't really kept track of it, if I'm being honest with you guys. But we've always said, you want the reward, you want a great reward, you got to put a great risk, and you're just feeling the pinch.
It feels more than a pinch to me. It feels like a death squeeze. It feels like to be honest, Jer, I don't even know if I can even put down a big risk anymore because I'm just all out. I'm all out, and
You might get to the point,
I'm
Jeff,
just
there's
looking-
no shame in asking for help and asking for
No,
money.
I gotta do this. I gotta prove to Maddie and to my kids when they look at me, they're gonna say, "That is a man who can take care of himself, who can come back up by the and pull up his socks and get to work and get it done." Okay, and I can't be some wimp ass baby who needs to suckle at the teat of somebody else. Okay,
Jeff.
I need to be able to do this myself.
That's
No.
Jeff,
I
that's
can
not-
do this myself. I'm going to find a way.
Okay.
Because Cam isn't fucking doing that for me.
Jeff, I don't want you to talk about Cam like that. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Cam's-
I'm sorry. That's.
He's a league member.
I'm sorry.
We asked him to do this. He's doing the best he can.
Yeah.
And God forbid Cam listens to this later and starts feeling.
Well, I
the
want to
same
apologize, but I don't feel like it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Can we just move on?
Let's
Please.
move on
Pancake
to
meter.
the pancake meter.
Okay. As you know, this pancake meter gets more and more accurate every single week, and we're going to see evidence of that in these rankings. First place, we've seen them here before. Sib Safety.
Frick.
Yeah. Frick. They're sitting at 2 pancakes, and with this win, and again having the most points in the league, they do go down to 1 pancake.
Ugh. That makes me sick.
Yeah. But enough about them. Let's move on. Cook, line, and sinker, second place. If they didn't have that stat correction, they would have been down to 7th, I believe.
Wow.
That just shows you how close this league is. No one is fully safe. However, fate was on Braden's side. He's in second place now. He goes from 6.5 pancakes down to 5. Still very high for second place. But that's just how close this league is. Rocks in a pouch, third place. Another good win for him. For our son, David.
Yes.
He was at 7 pancakes last week. He also goes down only to 6 pancakes.
Well done. Well done.
The upcoming team I'm excited to talk about. 4th place, Love Hurts, my team. I'm moving up. And last week I was sitting at 3.5 pancakes. And for the first time ever, we have the lowest score ever. The lowest score possible. I go from 3.5 pancakes down to 0 pancakes.
What the?
No. See, I've been working with Al so closely, so intimately with Al. Me and Al and me. And I've been tinkering away, and I've perfected him. Last week I was talking about how I've kind of upgraded him. He's being able to kind of project and see a little bit into the future. Well, now I'm proud and happy and thrilled to say he can predict the future in terms of fantasy points and league. Since he knows me better than anyone else in this world, and he knows my lineup so intimately, he knows where I will end up.
So where are you going to end up?
I'm not going to end up in the bottom 4.
Are you going to win? Are you going to win the league?
Jer,
do you know that?
Jer, am I privy to that information? Yes. Am I going to tell you all? No. I want to keep some suspense for you guys. I don't want to crush everyone's hopes and dreams right now. But there's approximately a 0.00% chance I end up in that pancake hill.
So you're mathematically eliminated from the loser bracket. That's what you're telling me.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
There's not even a 0.001.
No. That's how sure this is. That's how accurate Al is, and it is just an incredible feature that he
Jeff,
has.
we're getting into this weird area now where I think you're kind of jeopardizing our ability to exercise our free will. If God already knows everything we're going to do and everything is going to happen, do we really have free will? And now I'm having to think about that question in a fantasy sense. What's the point of setting my lineups if Jeff already knows what's going to happen to everyone's team? It kind of ruins it for us. And he didn't really think about us when he started investing all this time and energy into all Al. And I think it kind of, the integrity of the league once again takes a hit. I don't know if this is okay. I don't know if this is.
Jer, I'm going to have to push back on that. Okay. Just because Al can see the future doesn't mean that your choices don't have an impact. Doesn't mean that you can't make choices.
So can I change the future?
You can't change the future because the future has yet to be materialized. It's kind of fundamentally and philosophically incapable of occurring.
Jeff, this isn't what we talked about. I encouraged you with what you're doing with Al, but I think this is
Jer,
okay.
Jer, what you want me to shut Al off?
No,
okay, I've been spending.
Okay, if you're gonna do it, at least
This
can
is
you tell
taking-
me what's gonna happen to my team?
No.
Are you serious?
Well, no, Jer.
Jeff,
You
I'm
know,
on a 4-game.
'cause
I'm on
Al-
a 4-game losing streak. As the host of this show, it's my right to know.
Jared, you can only know if you spend as much time with Al as I am, okay?
Bullshit.
Jared, I'm spending every day and night, okay?
You know.
It's taking a toll on me physically, mentally. I'm a little sleep. It's to be frank, taking a toll on my marriage, on my kids, and it's a sacrifice. Are you willing to make that a sacrifice?
I'm willing for you to make that sacrifice for me.
Oh, please.
I'm willing for you to make it. You're already this deep into it. How much more? At least I'm on a 4-game losing streak, Jeff.
Okay, Jared.
I've given everything for everybody else, and then the first time I ask something from you, you say no. You slap my hand away. You know how that makes me feel? Like I brought you into this, okay, because I saw something in you, and now I'm not so sure that I picked the right guy for this. If it's going to be someone that turns his back on me when I'm in my time of need.
Sure, I don't know what to say. Okay, I thought I was helping this league. I thought I was helping you with creating Al and working with Al. And Al has changed my life. And I really think this is in the best interest of the league. And I want to help you, Jared, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can.
It's just, it doesn't feel like me and Jeff. It feels like me, and then there's Jeff and Al. And I'm trying to, it's like, I thought we had something, and now I feel like I'm just like the third wheel here. You and Al have the whole season figured out. What am I, just like a talking head here? Just a useless piece of nothing here? Does anything I say matter anymore? Any advice? It's like nothing matters anymore. I'm just here doing the frickin' show. But Jeff already knows what's going to happen. It's not,
Jared.
it just doesn't feel fun anymore.
Jared, feels like there's something bigger going on between us. And I'm upset that you think it's Al, and he's the reason. That
It is Al. It is Al.
Jealousy, whatever.
I know it's
toxic
Al.
traits coming out of your mouth.
Let's just finish the rankings.
Okay.
Because I don't think this is productive anymore.
Fine. Okay, 5th place, Cam or...
What's he at, 10? 0? What is he, Jeff?
Jer, I don't know yet. Al has told me 1.5 pancakes last week. Cam is up to 2.5 pancakes. I think Al has noticed my disappointment with Cam, specifically with the betting, and really leading me astray. And Al is not. He's losing faith in Cam as well. So that's why Cam goes up in pancakes. 6th place, Gerby. He was at 7.5 pancakes last week. He does go down to 5.5 pancakes. That's the biggest drop so far this week. And the biggest drop we'll see this week, actually. We're starting to see the power of this lineup. And Gerby the love bug doesn't seem so loving. It seems like Gerby the smash bug. That's a little quip that Al wrote me. I thought that was pretty good. 7th place. Bear me.
Don't.
Six
Just
and a half
no.
pancakes?
Just skip it.
Al
Skip it.
has
I
you
don't,
going up.
I don't want to
one
know,
pancake
Jeff.
to 7.5
Yeah.
pancakes.
Fuck.
Truth hurts.
The way that you
don't
laughed
shoot-
at
don't
me
shoot-
there makes me feel real uncomfortable, Jeff, about what's going to happen to my team next week and the
Jared,
following weeks.
Al, don't shoot Al. He's not the messenger.
I don't want
Or
to
he's
shoot
the
Al. I want to
messenger.
shoot you.
What? I've done nothing but help this podcast. Okay? I'm the numbers guy. I'm the stats guy. If anyone's trying to get better by listening to this podcast, it's because of me that they're getting better. Bearmy goes up a pancake because he doesn't know what he's doing. 8th place, eggs and bacon. He was at 8 pancakes. He stays at 8 pancakes. Yeah, he lost, but his upcoming schedule isn't the worst. He's playing against bottom tier teams, and so he has a chance to move out of 8th up into the playoffs. We'll see. Even though Al already sees. 9th place, Bare Necessities. 9th, he was at 9 pancakes. He goes up to 9.5 pancakes. Why is he this high? Well, Eggs and Bacon, who's at 8th, had a record of 4-4. Now, at 9th place, Bare Necessities, is his record 2-6. Not great. 10th place, Nom Nom Nom. Rob went down to 9 pancakes last week. That was a big moment for him. The first time ever this season, him going down in pancakes. Well, he's going back up.
Oh, frick.
Al's had enough. He's up to 9.5 pancakes as well. With some of these teams, it feels like their fate is almost certain. Not fully certain.
Yeah.
Not fully certain.
Okay,
but
sure.
And that's the pancake meter, guys. Thanks for listening. And Al and I are really proud of our results, and we feel like it's the most accurate they've ever been this far. Jer?
Oh, gosh. We're done? We're done with the pancake meter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Let's move on to something that still has some fun left in it. And that's gambling. That's doubling my money. And I think we need to call Cam.
Doubling your money. Okay.
I think I need a little...
That's funny. Doubling your money? That's funny.
You're
You're pissed.
You're
You're
not
pissed?
one to talk, Jeff.
Really?
I still have bankroll left.
Well,
I still have bankroll left.
okay, just because you're pissed about your pancake score and what Al gave you
You're
doesn't
the
mean
one-
you can just turn it on me.
You're the one that came to me and asked me for $20 for your FanDuel account. Okay? So stop taking jabs at me, okay?
Jared, what the hell?
I gave you $20
I'm not airing out
because
your dirty laundry, okay? You know I'm sensitive about that. You know
I
I'm
gave
desperate,
you $20 because you needed it, okay?
and I was gonna turn that
And
into
you know what?
$500.
I actually want it back. I want my money back. I'm just saying it here. I want my $20 back.
You know I can't give that to you right now. You know I'm in a tight spot.
Well, we'll sort something out. Because I want it back now. Okay,
I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it.
let's call Cam. Before we call Cam, we probably should do our match of the week. Funny enough, it's Camera versus yours truly, Bear Me.
Yeah.
At this point, it's kind of personal. Me and Cam I love the guy, and then in the fantasy circle, I absolutely hate his guts, and he's a wolf.
I'm kind of the opposite. In the fantasy world, I think he's great. I think in real life, he's a wolf, and I hate his guts. He's losing me all this fucking money.
Jeff, just because you don't know what a freaking unit is, that's not Cam's fault, okay?
I know what a unit is, but I just got to drop a lot to make up for the ones I lost the last time.
There's always next week.
Yeah.
At least you have my $20.
No, that's gone. I've already.
Of course, it's gone. All right, it's Camera versus Bear Me. It's Dobbins versus Walker. It's kind of a culmination of kind of weeks of Cam messing with my team, letting his opponents win when it's a detriment to my team, but absolutely crushing his opponents when it's helpful to his team. And I absolutely, more than I think I ever have in my fantasy career, need a win this week. It feels like every single thing is on the line here. I got Jeff laughing in my face because he already knows what's going to happen and he's pretending that he doesn't. I've got losses upon losses stacking up. For whatever the pancake meter's worth, I'm going up. I need to win. And I'm asking you as listeners to root for me, please. I know it doesn't feel like it's going to make a difference, but it makes a difference for me. And I hope that helps me to get through the week because I kind of need it. And I'm not going to ask Cam to let off the gas. I'm just saying let's be appropriate with our starts, and let's hope that Sleeper can kind of get their stuff together, because if I get stat corrected, I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, Cam. Let's see what kind of long shot he has. I just need a freaking win.
I need, as much as you need to win, I need to win in these bets more than ever.
What's up? How's it going?
Cam, I talked to you last week, buddy. I said, give me a surefire bet. Give me a long shot. Give me something that's going to make bank. And Cam, what do? You turn around and you slap me in the face. And you know what? It's not just my money. It's other people's money, okay? And I'm frustrated. I'm emotional. And I need you to give me something real, okay? Because I feel like I don't have many chances left. This might literally be my last chance to make it out of the hole that I've dug. That I feel like you gave me a shovel and you just watched me dig a hole. And I find out later, Cam, there's a tombstone right there. It's my grave. If I have any chance of making it out, Cam, it's in you. Give me something good.
Of a dream I had the other day, and I actually think it's quite relevant because in this dream, I was watching a buddy, and he was mining. He was mining in a new mine that he'd never been in before, and he got quite a ways through the mine, and then it got too hard for him, and he just gave up. And then his my other buddy kept going. He didn't turn around. He kept pushing through.
Yeah.
And just beyond where my one friend had given up, laid a massive sack of diamonds. And I think that's what we need to remember in all of this, is that winners don't give up. Winners stay through when it's tough.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you need to hear right now, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to capture this golden bag and to win enough money to retire.
Yeah.
But it's there for us.
Yeah.
As long as we keep pushing through.
You know, Cam, I did need to hear that. I was going to come on strong and tell you how fucking pissed I am at you. Sorry, I didn't want to say that word. But that is exactly what I needed to hear. So I
should also remember, God gives his toughest battles to the strongest warriors.
And you know what?
I think we're going through a tough battle right now.
Yeah.
But it's because we're strong.
You could say that again.
We're strong.
You could say that again. All right, kid.
Last week tough. I think last week tested all of us. I know I was going through it.
Yeah.
I was going through it.
Packers waste away that game, wasting a beautiful Malik Willis performance just to have us lose on the hook. That 3.5, that pesky half point got us there. But
you know what, Kim? I'll tell you this: if Jordan Love was playing, we make that.
I don't know. I think if Jordan Love's playing, Packers probably lose outright. But that's beyond the point.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
We got to move on. We got to keep looking forward.
Okay. Give it to us, Cam. What do you have?
Okay, this week, for the upset of the week, this whole time we've been talking about challenges. And that Bears-Commanders game, that tested me more than anything I can remember in recent history. That was tough. But that's why my upset of the week, I'm going right back to the Bears. Give me the Bears outright to win versus the Cardinals. Week 2 of Black Ops 6. I got the game. I'm enjoying it. I know Kyler's got to be enjoying it. Kyler's got to be grinding those camos. So I think the Bears are going to come away with the win. Fire's been lit under them. I'm ready for Caleb to dominate for 4 quarters instead of just coming through in the last quarter. But give me Bears outright to win versus Cardinals.
Cam, I
think
love
that's
that.
Plus 100 on FanDuel.
That's awesome, Cam. I love, and this is why you're the expert. You're looking past the stats even, and you're looking at their personal life, which is giving you the edge. I know this is going to work. All right, what's the second one?
I might try and add Kyler on PlayStation Plus and see if I can get some extended gaming sessions with him.
That would be awesome to be able to actually, influence the game. Wow.
Yeah, I love it. Then for my over easy lock of the week, I can't stay away from last week's game, but I want the Commanders minus 2.5, minus 3.5 versus the Giants. The Giants got worked by the Steelers, who I still don't think are good. The Commanders beat a really good Bears team. I like the Commanders to
really good.
come away with a big win.
That's a tiny little spread. I'm surprised against the Giants.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know. Jaden's going to be healthy. He was healthy last week. I think that injury report was blown out of proportion. That's also, I don't know if we see any more trades this week, but I guess it's kind of late. But who knows? Commanders can still add pieces. I think they're going to make a push for the playoffs here.
Yeah. I saw something. It was like that Hail Mary, how much it changed their playoff odds, their odds of making the playoffs. Like, it was like a huge spread for both teams.
Holy.
And I think that they know that game was not a great offensive performance for them. They didn't score a touchdown until that Hail Mary. So I think coming away with a win there, but they know that they probably should have lost. I think that gets them a little extra motivated to destroy this Giants team in division game. I think it should be a good performance for the Commanders.
Cam, I hope you have a crazy long shot for us.
This is what I need, Cam. Give me that parlay.
I did put one together. I was thinking after 0-2 week last week, maybe I should lay off the parlays, just focus on some straights and win money slowly. But then I saw this beautiful African proverb come across my desk, and I just wanted to share that with you boys. It says, "A cat that dreams of becoming a lion must lose its appetite for rats." And I think in this case, the straights are rats.
Yeah.
And if we want to become a lion, we need to develop a hunger for these lottery parlays. So I did spend some time putting one together.
Yeah.
I just picked 6 games, main markets that I liked. Listen, let me know what you think. I got Bengals minus 7.5 versus the Raiders. Raiders are terrible. Browns plus 1.5 versus the Chargers. Jameis is the absolute best. I got Lions minus 3.5 versus the Packers. I like that. I think Vegas is baking into maybe some questions about Jordan Love. So I wonder if that spread gets a little tighter later. I like Miami versus Buffalo over 49.5. Tua's back. That offense is going to get clicking. And another week of Josh Allen and Amari Cooper. I'm all in for that. Patriots plus 3.5 versus the Titans. Titans are terrible. Patriots are also terrible. But 3.5 is too many points there. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So I also like Eagles minus 7.5 versus Jaguars. I think the Eagles might be starting to put it together. And then lastly, that's all of them. That's all 6 legs of the parlay. Works at the plus 47.95 on FanDuel. I'm just sprinkling on this one. I put in $10 to win $500.
Wow.
I think that's going to be a good ride for us this weekend.
Hey Cam, you mentioned not just earning back money slowly, and I completely agree because I don't have time. I don't have time anymore, and so again, whether here or maybe if you send me a personal message, I think I do need a few more legs on top of that parlay already to kind of make do. So I'd appreciate you sending me those.
Jeff, I can do that for you. I agree. In the wise words, who was it?
Gandhi?
Kyle Shanahan, who
Right.
said, we don't know if any of us are going to be here on Sunday, so I think we got to take advantage of the time we have to add on a couple extra legs to that parlay.
Thanks, Cam. I really appreciate it. I'm trusting you. I'm putting my life in your hands this week, and I'm confident that you're not going to let me down at all.
Jeff, I appreciate your vote of confidence. I just want to remind you, once we lock in these bets, we've done our work. It's time for the players to do their job, and for them to come through for us.
Yes.
Very true. Thanks, Cam.
We love you, Cam.
Appreciate you, boys.
See ya.
See you next week.
See ya.
Wow, just a great guy. You can tell he's done his homework this week, and he's kind of making up for that lost money last week. But yeah, this is a crucial week.
It is.
But I'm confident I'm going to win money and start to maybe get some of these sharks off my back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Well, Jer, you remember, guys, we teased it again at the beginning of this episode. We have an all-new segment that I'm going to be leading up. I'm really excited because we're going to get even deeper into the numbers, into the stats.
Jeff, we have to do this.
Well, Jerry, you promised. You literally promised me last week that we would do it, and then you said we didn't have time.
What is it? What did you do? What's it called?
It's called Stats with Al.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, I'm sorry. He doesn't
It's
have
not even breakfast themed.
Okay, well,
If Al's so frickin' smart, how does he not have a breakfast themed title for his own segment? Oh my!
well, we're busy with the numbers. We're not busy coming up with stupid names, Jer.
Okay.
Okay.
What is it? Just do it. Make it quick, please.
All right, guys. This segment is going to be all about stats, and so we're gonna just go through a team a week, and we're just gonna talk about stats, player stats, quarterback stats, tackle stats, rushing yards, receiving yards. So we're gonna start with the Bears. Starting with the quarterback, Caleb Williams. 7 games played, 140 completions, 223 attempts, 62.8% completion percentage, 1448 yards, an average of 6.5 yards a throw, 47 long, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 22 sacks. Rushing backs, DeAndre Swift, 7 games, 109 carries, 454 yards, 4.2 average per carry. 56 is his longest. 4 touchdowns.
Oh my God.
We already did Caleb Williams. Rashawn Johnson, he had only played 6 games, 1 less than DeAndre Swift.
Oh my God.
6 games, he's done 32 carries.
Is this
95 yards,
what
3
Al
yards
put
per
together?
average, 9 log. Yes.
Any freaking idiot could read that off the internet.
No.
How is that helpful for us?
Because
It's not even one of our teams. It's just a general. The Bears? It
Sure.
doesn't mean anything.
okay, well,
Okay, I
Al
gotta
and I
know.
were
Did
very-
you come up with this idea or was it Al?
it was.
'Cause it sucks.
We were both excited about it, but it was Al.
Okay.
Al's.
Okay. I don't know
But
if that makes me
I
happy.
think it's a great idea.
Well,
I think-
you got to fix it, okay?
I think everyone
I
wants to
can't.
hear-
I can't listen to that, and sure as God, the listeners can't listen to that either. Okay. I made it through 2 players, and I already want to kill myself. Just fix the segment. If you want to start having more segments, just get it together because that is not going to work. Okay, guys, I'm sorry that you had to listen to that. We will be here next week, and I'm hoping that we will get our act together. And all the best on your weeks. And yeah, thanks, guys.
Jer, I don't understand how you think I'm supposed to make this better.
Jeff, I don't.
This is as best as it gets. It's pure raw data.
If this is as good as it gets, then this sucks. Okay, we don't need another segment. I did this as a favor. This was a favor to you. You always say I don't appreciate you. I'm trying, but it's really hard to appreciate you when you suck and you bring stuff that sucks. Just don't push me right now because I just can't deal with you right now. Okay?
I can't deal with you right now.
If you're not going to give me some helpful insight how to fix my team and get me a win, you won't even give me that, then I can't put up with this stats garbage. Stats with Al. Whatever it was.
Stats with Al, yeah, you got it.
We're not doing that again. You got to make it fun. Does Al know how to do things that are fun?
Yeah, he does. We have fun all the time.
Really?
All the time.
Okay.
Sometimes we say zingers to each other. We zing each other a little bit.
Okay. I think I'm done.
I don't... Oh, shit, we're recording. Damn it.
I'm done, Jeff.